Okay, we're good. We're live, guys. So everyone have the quiz open?
Yep.
Yep. Does anyone have questions
Yep.
over the homework?
I don't think I do.
I can open one. You're talking about the individual one that we prepare?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open them real quick.
Okay. So questions 1 and 2 on the quiz are pretty easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Under normal
Pulling
distribution.
their stuff up right now.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm just pulling up the whatchamacallit. We can start.
Okay.
Anybody want
So
to start?
should we start on question 3 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it says the total area under a normal distribution curve must equal what? I got 1 for that.
So did I.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the rule that they
Yeah.
mentioned in there.
Yeah, that's right.
So number 4, it says under certain circumstances, a normal distribution curve can drop below the x-axis. Isn't that
It's not-
false?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's false because it wouldn't do that under a normal distribution curve.
Mm-hmm. And then
And
number
then-
5, number 5, it says a normal distribution curve is symmetric, which
True.
is true.
Mhm.
So number 6 now.
So it's asking for the z-score. This is which of the following elements of the figure represent the z-score? A, B, C, or none of the
It's C.
C, huh?
Yeah.
Finish the box that it's pointing to.
I agree with that. Okay, I'll read the next one. Which of the following elements of the figure represent the probability that the z-score will be greater than 1.000? So the following elements represent the probability that the z-score will be greater than. And they're referring to the one above, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're referring to that figure. Isn't it B? Because B is everything past the z-score. Because the z-score is that red line.
Yeah, and then B is everything on the other side of it.
Mm.
Or do you agree with that? Or anybody have anything else?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think B is one of our good guess.
Because it wouldn't be A because it's too, I don't know. A,
Yeah,
like,
let's.
A,
We should go for
I
B.
don't know. It's showing, honestly.
I think A is just the blue part. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we say B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, who has to get off early? Does one of you guys only has like 30 minutes?
Yeah, I just have a lot of homework to do tonight, so I'm trying to
Okay.
get done with it as soon as I can.
Okay, we won't make you submit yours then. That way you can get off. Do you know, does that make sense? One of us will submit it, so if we have to stay on to help each other,
Gotcha.
that way you can get off right away. I'll just. Okay, according to the
We're done, so that's good.
99.7% rule, what percentage of the data from the bell-shaped distribution will be within one standard deviation of the mean? Write your answer as a percentage, such as 42, rather as a proportion as
Oh, okay.
42. So what percentage is, it says one standard deviation. So if we're one standard deviation, that's going to mean, is that like, I'm trying to remember the exact percentage. Let me see. I was just looking at that. Is it 90%? 95%? Is that what you guys think it is?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's so I'm reading it right now. It says for any bell-shaped distribution, 68% of data will lie within one standard deviation of the mean. Is that what it's asking?
Yeah.
68?
68. Yeah, that sounds right from what you read.
Yeah,
Does that sound right, guys? 'Cause I'm just, this is the homework, and this is the homework, the preparation homework assignment.
yeah, that makes sense to me. Because 95% is 2 standard deviations away.
Yeah, it's 2 standards, and then the other one I just barely read. It's right on the homework. I could show you guys if you want, but it's 68%. Okay, I'll read the next one. Suppose that z-scores come from a standard normal distribution. Use the normal probability appellate to answer this question. What portion of the z-score will be between -1 and 1? Give your answer as a decimal accurate to 3 decimal places. If the answer was point, and then it gives that example.
Okay.
Just gotta round it.
So
So
it's asking for the area, right?
let me click on that real quick to see what it shows. Oh yeah, so it's just talking about, it shows in the graph, if you guys click on it, it like has 1 standard deviation, and then it's blank in the middle, and then it's shaded on the side. So it's asking us what portion of z-score between -1 and 1. Why is it showing the other part shaded on this picture? I don't even know. Are you guys looking at the picture too?
Yeah.
So is it asking the thing in between 1 standard deviation, or it's asking for the z-score? That's what it is, right? Let me see.
What proportion of the z-scores will be
Oh, okay. Well,
-1 and 1? So wouldn't that be how you like shade the middle portion and the left portion? And that gives you the area of that proportion? I don't know.
let's see. I have the thing. Z tells us how many standard deviations away from the mean a certain observation lies. So that's what Z tells us. And let's read this real quick. Usual, not usual. Tells how many standard deviations away from the mean a certain observation. So it's asking us what portion of the z-scores will be between -1 and 1. Is it asking for a percentage?
Yeah, it's asking for the percentage is the proportion, which is the area of the shaded spots. So I think it's asking us what proportion of the z-scores will be between -1 and 1. So what you have to do is you have to type in the applet or whatever it is that we are using. You type in -1 and +1 into the z-score spots, and so then you shade in everything below 1, because it's going to be between. Oh no, psych! It's going to be the middle portion,
So
because it's between -1 and 1.
if I click that middle proportion, it says 0.6827.
So yeah, that's what I think it is.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's basically just 68%, but if you round it to 3 decimal places, it's 0.683. It's basically the same answer as the first question before that, except for it's 683. Except for it's like 1 decimal place over.
Yeah,
I don't know, do you guys agree with that?
I think that makes sense to me.
That makes sense to me too. And then the next one is exactly the same, except for it wants
Okay.
-2 and 2. So if you look at it again and you click on negative, or if you move our z-scores to
That'll be
Negative.
0.955.
-2,
Yeah,
2, Yeah, I got 0.955. Yep, I got the same thing.
For question 9 or question 10?
And
Question 10. Question 9's 0.683.
Okay.
683?
And then it asks between -3 and 3. That's the next one, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be 99.7, but
yeah,
It's 99.7. That's it. Or just it's supposed to be 0.997.
Yeah.
0.997. And look carefully at the answers to the last 3 questions. What do you observe?
The first one, the values match the 68, 95, 99
Mhm.
rule.
Yeah. Is that what you guys got to, the rule?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Use the
Yep.
information to answer the next 6 questions. Dang, 6 more. Okay. The amount of protein that an individual must consume is different for every person. There are solid theoretical ideas that suggest that the protein requirements will be normally distributed in the population of the United States. The protein requirements is given in the terms number of grains of good quality protein that must be consumed. Then it gives all these different things, population mean. So the first question asks, what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that requires less than 0.60 grams? And then it has that. If your answer is 3 decimals.
Hold on. So what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.60 grams? So the mean is the middle, which is 65, and then the standard deviation is 0.07. So to figure those out, so we have to get the z-score from that. And the z-score, the way that you calculate it is you subtract the actual weight. Is that what it is?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, so you take the weight they're asking us for, subtract it from the mean, and then divide it by the standard deviation.
Yeah, divide by the standard deviation. That's right. So if we do that, someone have that already? Or?
So you do the 60 minus 65, right?
Yeah, 60 minus 65 divided by 0.07.
0.60 minus, is it 0.60 minus 0.65?
Yep,
Or is it or the other way around?
it's 0.60 minus 0.65.
I got
And then you divide it by 0.7, 0.07.
Yeah,
And then what did you get? You said?
I got
So that's our-
negative 8.685
Hmm.
or 6.
-8?
Yeah.
Mine's
negative 7.14.
Yeah, I got
0.714.
-714. Yeah, that's what I got. Negative
That's
Negative
our z-score.
0.714. Is that what you guys got?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Say that again.
Negative. So it's negative 0.714.
yeah, that's
Okay,
what
0.0714.
0.714. Yeah.
714. So it's just 0.714. It's negative. Negative. Can it be negative though?
Yeah, because you just put that into the negative z-score.
Okay. So it's just 0.714 or negative 0.714. What did you do in yours, Jeremy?
So I did 0.60 minus 0.65 divided by 0.07.
Yeah, that's what I did too. So
But I got negative 8.685.
Let me do it again.
And then you divide by 0.0. Did you put 0.7?
Yeah.
0.7? And you got what?
Negative 8.686.
Did you do it on Excel or something?
Yeah.
It might be rounding it for you. That's why. I don't
Mhm.
know. You get the same that I just.
What?
Is it Tom? Did you get the same thing I just barely said? Did you get what I just said?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 0.714.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and you put negative, right?
Yep. I put that into the normal probability applet.
Okay, so negative point. Okay, so
That's-
Excel might be rounding it for you. So let's just go to the next one. We'll see, and if we're wrong, then we'll just choose your answer on the next one.
Okay.
The population have a protein requirement that is more than 0.60, and then it wants
That's less than 0.60.
less than 0.60, and it wants once. Is that meaning one standard deviation only? Let's see.
Wait, so instead of adding, do we just, subtracting 0.60 minus 0.65, do we add it for more?
So, what are you guys talking about right now?
Question 14.
Wait, what did
So
you
it's
guys
pretty
get
much
for?
similar.
What did you guys get for question 13?
Negative 0.714.
Isn't it asking for the proportion of the population, which is the area, not the z-score?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. So it's not that, huh?
The z-score.
So, yeah, I'm trying to think.
So it's negative 0.714.
So then
Would it be 0.238?
How did you get that one?
I got the chart on the top, has a normal probability applet, and then on the adjusted I don't know.
Wouldn't it be 0.76 though, because
The chart?
less than 0.60? And if it's the 0.23, then that's everything less than 0.
I don't know.
I don't know how to.
What is it? So what is it exactly asking on 13? It's asking us.
It's basically asking us to go into that normal probability applet after we enter in our z-score and figure out how much the area is for that percentage thing of what is less than 0.60.
So what if we just go to that chart, like what's his name did, and we just type in like negative point.
Would it be on the both side?
So I just typed that our z-score in, the negative one. Is it asking for the areas between those z-scores? 714?
That's what I'm trying to figure out though, because it's saying everything less than 0.60. So it's not both sides. I just don't know if it's everything to the left of the first z-score or if it's everything to the left of the right z-score.
Oh, okay. So if it's
asking for the population that are less, so would it be just the left side portion?
yeah.
If that's the case, I think it's 0.238, but I'm not sure. So what do you guys think?
That, yeah, because if it's everything less than that, I would think That would make sense. Because less than would be going left, right? On the normal distribution curve.
Mhm.
Yeah, except though in the center of the belt in the distribution curve, there's the 0. So everything less than 0 is a negative number. That's why I'm confused about it. Because it's a positive 0.60.
Here, I'll just put like let's just so here you said you got point
238.
238. Here, one of
I'll
us
just-
will get it after.
Yeah.
One of us will just let's just go on, and then we can figure that out after.
Yeah. I agree.
So we're saying 13.238.
Yeah, because that's everything left. But Thomas does have a good point that like it's not. That's all negative, but
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would be then. If because that's less than, but yeah, I'm just unsure on that. Let's just go to the next one.
14.
Yeah, because then if we do
14.
everything more than, it'd be just take away 1 from that, right? And then that would be everything more than. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Because if one of them is going to be 0.238, then the next one is going to be you take away 1 from 0.238, and then it's going to be everything.
Hello.
Sorry, we
Someone-
lost like you kind of we lost connection.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Okay.
What'd you say?
So if we choose for answer 13.238, I'm just going to put it as a positive because that's like a percentage basically, so you can't really have a negative percentage. But if we do everything more than, it's going to be everything to the right of 0.6. It would just be the part 1.3.
That's exactly how I feel.
Because the distribution curve equals 1. So if this portion is less than and it's 0.238, and it will give us the rest of the distribution curve. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. But one of us will just turn it in. We'll see what happens. 1 minus 0.238. That equal 0.762.
0.682. Hello?
I just got 7.62.
762.
Yeah, because if you minus 1 from 0.238, or if you take 1 minus 0.238, then you get 0.762. I think we lost Thomas, though.
Oh,
I'm still here.
Are you still there? Does that make
Yeah.
sense, Thomas? Or-
yeah.
Yeah, we'll try it out. We'll see how it works.
If,
Yeah,
if
one
it's
of-
not,
I
can
it's
just come back.
confusing.
Hopefully we'll figure it out.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
So,
It's asking the same thing, but it's 0.7.
Requirement. That's 0.7. So then we have to find the z-score of 0.7, right?
Yeah, so it's 0.70 minus 0.65 divided by 0.07. It's the same thing, though. Comes out to 0.714.
can you repeat the equation again?
You take the number that they're giving us, you subtract it by,
So
The
it's
mean.
0.7 minus what?
0.7 minus 0.65, because that's the population mean for protein requirement.
Uh-huh.
That is the same exact answer.
Yeah, you divide it by 0.07.
That is
That's-
the same exact answer. Well, it would make sense because it's the same distance from the mean, but on the other side of the curve.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Does that make sense?
Oh,
You know
That
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
It's the same distance away from the mean. So like where the curve is, this is the same distance, just the other way. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I would think it would be the same answers.
so
We're saying it's 0.238.
0.7.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
That makes sense to what she said.
Say what, 0.38?
Low,
Yeah,
high.
0.238. And then the other one is everything will. Oh no, then the other one is. The other one is the same. This one is everything less than though. So I don't think it's going to be the 238 one. I think it's the other one.
0.762.
Yeah, 0.762 because that one's bigger because everything, if it was everything more than, then it would be 0.238. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger. But then
Yeah.
because it's smaller, I mean, because it's going to be, because it's going to be bigger, then it's going to be 0.762. Whatever the answers for those ones, they're going to be very similar though because they give us the same z-score.
So
Okay.
question 16 now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, they can't keep you fast.
Okay. Find the probability that a random selected person will have a protein requirement that is between 0.60 and 0.70. And remember that finding the area between two values, shade to the left of each z-score. You calculate, then subtract the smaller area from the larger area. Make sure that your answer is positive. This is the probability that a random selected observer will lie between the two values. So we just have to find about the area between those two, right?
Oh, okay, so it's in the middle.
Yeah, so you subtract.
So it's going to be 0.524.
How did you get that?
I just have the applet, and I haven't moved anything, so
So what did you type into the oh, you typed in their z-score, huh?
mhm.
Yeah, because it's point. Wait, what is the z-score for them? It's
0.714, I think.
714.
But the closest that I can get is 0.712.
Mine goes to 0.714, and the
Mhm.
area is how much decimals do we have to round it?
3.
3, so it'd be 0.523. 0.523. Is that what everyone else got?
For
0.5.
question 16?
Mm-hmm. So you just go to that chart and you type in
Yeah.
this course for them, and then it will shade the area for you. And it's
Yeah.
0.523 is it rounded. Okay. 17.
So 17.
Any other questions now? You're good.
Mm-mm.
So find
Yeah.
the
Find the
35th
35th
percentile.
percentile.
I'm trying to remember how to do this. Find the 35th percentile for protein requirements for adults. Round your answer to 3 decimal places.
I just went to the end of it, just see what she was doing.
Okay.
It was in
I'll try to hurry this up because I know you need to take off, Tom. So, let's see this. Does anyone know the equation for this one?
Mm,
And then 18 is the same as I think so.
Percentiles.
So to find the 35th percentile, we are going to.
So 35th percentile, you need to type in through the z-score Oh, you type the desired area or percentile into the top graph. So if you want 30%, you type in
Oh. Okay.
5.
0.35.
Yeah.
In the area? You type
Yeah,
that
you
in?
type it into the area, and
Okay.
then find the 35th percentile for the protein requirement for adults.
So
Let's see.
what are we looking for?
Left of the positive score. So everything to
Okay.
the left of the positive score.
So
So it'd be
that's point
0.675.
675.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the answer you got? 0.675?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because if you go in there, type 0.35. Oh, nope, I didn't. Sorry. Let me see if I can get this.
Because isn't that the z-score though, right?
Yeah, so you're asking for the percentage. If you're asking for the 35th percentile, then everything to the left of your percentile is what you want.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know what you're going on.
So finding the 35th percentile, and then type the desired percentile, type the number.
Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
So
Put that in.
35.
So it's gonna be. It's asking for z-score.
Mm-mm. It's asking. It's asking us.
Okay, hold on. Let me see here.
I think it's asking us for the percentage of people in the 35th percentile. That's what I'm thinking. I don't even know if that's correct, so I'm just looking it up real quick.
Mm,
So you find them 90 times.
negative.
Counting
385.
Okay, let me see.
What's
I got no clue.
that? Introduction. Okay, I think I figured it out.
Okay.
So what I started doing is I went into the normal probability applet.
Mm-hmm.
It says inside the homework, it says you're supposed to click on both of the everything to the left of the right standard or the right z-score. And then once you have that in, you type in 0.35, which is the percentile we're going for. Anything that's shaded in blue gives us what the like percentile number is, the z-score for it, which turns out to be negative 0.385. So then
Okay.
what I did is I went through the homework and it said to solve for the percentiles, you have to follow this equation that is basically you're canceling everything out except for the percentile. It's near the very end of assessing normality. I don't know if you guys have that pulled up, but like the example that they had was the z-score for 90th percentile was 1.282. So basically what you have to do is you have to put the mean of the number that's subtracted by the percentile and divide it by the standard deviation. So then it gives you kind of like a step-by-step process. And so I went through that process with the numbers of the z-score, which was negative 0.385. So then what I did was I multiplied it by the standard deviation, which was 0.07. And then you added the mean to the left side once everything else was canceled out on the right. And that gave me 0.623, which shows up as the 30th percentile. So I don't know if you guys got that too, but that's what I got when doing all that math.
You got 623.
Yeah. So I might be able to share that and kind of show what it would look like. Let me see if I can do something like that. It would be 0, 3, 5. Equal to
Are you trying to share the formula with us that you use?
yeah. You know how I do that?
Just if you hit like share screen,
There we go.
go up to your thing. It's like the one that looks like a green screen with a white arrow in it. If you just press that, we can see everything.
Oh, there
You
we
guys
go.
see the Word document? You guys see that now?
Yep.
Okay. So this is basically what the process is. So basically after that you multiply both sides by 0.07. Then cancels out the bottom portion, which leaves you with this. And what you do after that is you add 0.65 to both sides.
Okay.
That makes
You
sense.
add 0.07 times negative 0.5. That will give you X. What I got for that was 0.623.
So for question 18, it's asking the same thing, but for the 80th percentile. So instead of the 35th percentile, we just plug in 80th.
That's what I'm thinking. You just go and you do the same thing. You go to the normal probability, type in 0.80. It'll give you 0.842. And then you do the same thing where it's, what is it? So z-score is 0.842 on one side. Then you multiply 0.842 times 0.07, and then you add 0.65 to it. It looks like it's 0.709. Let me know if you guys got the same thing.
What did you get?
I got 0.709.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Well,
Yeah. Okay, here, that's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna submit. I'm gonna submit it right now, guys.
Okay.
So I can tell you. Dang. So 8 wrong.
Number 8.
Number 8 is the only one we got wrong. Everything else is right.
number 8.
That was the 68.
Oh.
Everything else is right.
Everything
Did you
else
put
is
that
right.
as a decimal by
Yeah,
chance?
Yeah, you guys put 0.68, right?
Yeah.
No, 60. What? What?
Yeah, it says write it as a percentage, such as 42, not 0.68.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so 0.68.
No,
Don't write 0.68, guys. That's why it's wrong.
okay.
Put
I was confused.
Okay,
Man, that
so
was confusing. That's why I got it wrong.
I want to make sure that I have everything right on this. So question 3, we got 1.
Do you want me to share my screen so you guys can look at it real quick?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. That'll be easier.
Okay. You guys see it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So 3, 1 is the answer. You can just look at my screen. 4 is false. 5 is true. We're going through this. 6 is C. 7 is B. 8 is supposed to be 68. So I think if you just say it just confused me because I saw 0.42 and I was like, oh, okay.
gotcha.
So right, 68.
Hate those
9
questions.
is 0.683. 10 is 0.955. 11 is 0.997. We got match the 68, 95, 99.7 rule. Number 13, 762. So it's 15 is the same answer. 16 is 0.523. 17 is
Wait, what was 13 again?
Yeah.
13 was 0.238.
Okay. 14. 762. 0.762.
0.762. And 15
Okay.
is the same exact answer.
Okay.
It's 14. 16 is 0.523. 17 is 0.623. And then 18 is 0.709.
Wait, hold on. My quiz just wigged out on me.
Okay, man. I still got it right here, so just let me know where you're at. I was
Okay,
just
hold
gonna take another one and then just
Okay.
have answers
Yep.
up.
Everything is good now. It was
Okay.
Yeah,
68.
that one. Yeah.
So let me just make sure I have this right.
Mhm.
13 is 0.238.
Mhm.
14 is 0.762.
Yep.
Does it matter if there's a 0 in front of it or not?
No.
No, I put a 0 on mine and it's fine.
And then 15 is 0.762 as well.
Mhm.
16 is 0.5.25 or 0.525.
Mm-hmm.
I put it's 0.523.
523.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And then 17 is 0.623.
Yeah.
Mhm.
18 is 0.709.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys good?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone should get 100 on this.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Already got it.
Okay. So it's okay. I'll just keep this screen up for myself, and then I'm gonna go back through it and redo it.
Okay, so you're good.
Okay.
Then.
Everyone, we should be good. I'll make sure I post this on our discussion board right now.
Yeah. And make sure you put our names on there.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well,
Thanks,
yep.
guys.
See you guys later.
See you on Monday.
Okay.